This is Scott Craig, Public Policy Advisor for KLMP, and this is your legislative update from the South Dakota Capitol in Pierre during Week 3 of the 2015 legislative session. I'm joined again by Dale Barcher, Executive Director of the Family Heritage Alliance, and this morning I want to begin by mentioning a House Concurrent Resolution, number 1003, brought by Representative Jim Bolin of Canton, that urges Congress and the President of the United States to abolish the United States Department of Education because, as the resolution states, the United States Department of Education has become a bloated, intrusive agency made up of primarily highly paid bureaucrats who directly educate no children in the United States. It goes on to state that President Reagan called for the dismantling of the department, as has our newest U.S. Senator Mike Rounds. We passed it out of the House today and onto the Senate on a vote of 48 to 20. Then it appears that House Joint Resolution 1001 will be heard on the House floor tomorrow. Now, 1001 makes formal application to Congress to call an Article 5 convention of the states for the sole purpose of proposing a federal balanced budget amendment. Supporters believe that this reins in the federal government and can save us from utter financial ruin, but those in opposition believe it will lead to a runaway convention and a dismantling of the Constitution. Neither side can prove their claim, in my opinion. Dale.
Hello, Scott. Before session started this past Monday, 200 pro-life faithful gathered in our Capitol's Rotunda on Sunday at 2 p.m. to celebrate life. People gathered bringing the Right to Life banners and pro-life signs. The Hour of Reflection program was entitled Professing Pro-Life Message in the Public Square. Amazingly, our Governor Dennis Dugard, U.S. Representative Kristi Noem, along with Senators Thune and Rounds, all four sent letters of affirmation for the cause of life to commemorate the 42nd anniversary of Roe v. Wade. So turning our attention to the legislature, I want to encourage those listening to follow the bills the FHA Action are either supporting or opposing by going to FHAAction.org. That's FHAAction.org and click on Legislative Radar. Out of our governor's office this last week came a momentous piece of legislation, SB 73, which is an act to improve public safety regarding juvenile justice. SB 73 deals with some pretty significant changes to the juvenile justice system. The hard part in dealing with juvenile crime is protecting the public while keeping young people out of the career criminal path. SB 73 seeks to do just that, and the FHA Action is proud to have endorsed this piece of legislation. This bill, by the way, passed through the Senate and now goes on to the House of Representatives. Attorney General Marty Jackley's human trafficking bill, SB 13, also passed out of the Senate and will go to the House side. FHA Action is supporting SB 13, which would require certain persons convicted for human trafficking to register as sex offenders. SB 71 will come before the Senate State Affairs Committee to continue the Jolene Law Task Force, which studies the sexual abuse of children within South Dakota and makes recommendations to the legislature. There is much to be done when it comes to safeguarding our children from child abuse, sexual abuse, and child predators. House Concurrent Resolution 1004 is a good pro-life resolution whose prime sponsor is Representative Roger Hunt of Sioux Falls. This resolution is asking the United States Supreme Court to revisit the Roe v. Wade decision, and it will be heard most likely on the House floor this coming Thursday. A week from this Thursday, on February 5, we will host our South Dakota Ministry Leaders Capitol Summit on Thursday, February 5 at the state capitol. So if you're a pastor or ministry leader, then please go to FHAAction.org for more information.
Thank you, Dale. Dale and I will be back next Wednesday morning with your next legislative update from Pierre. For KLMP, this is Scott Craig, Public Policy Advisor.